Brown live. Peace and blessings, family. I am back with you all. We are coming to the end of the month of March. And as always, I have to report out the Black femicide. I have to report that out to you all. So let me make this public. I always do. And we're going to talk today. So today we have, to date for March, 65 Black women and girls who have been murdered inside the United States. And that is not the final number, but that's the number that we've been able to track thanks to Black Femicide USA and Sister Rosa, who tracks this, because this is just as important as police brutality. This is just as important of all those other things that we like to talk about and be concerned about. We should be concerned when Black women and girls are being murdered at the hands of people who look like them. So we're going to start here with Sister Amber, 33 years old, from Waco, Texas. She was murdered on March the 13th, 2021. Blessed memory, sister. Next. Sister Tiana Parker. She is so beautiful. Her hair is on fleek. Her eyelashes look just as beautiful. She's from 19 years old. This is a young sister, y'all, just starting her life, and she is beautifully melanated. She was murdered. And I'm going to start, when you see died at in the future, Isis, I want you to put murdered, because I think we have to really, really highlight the totality of death. Not like she just died of natural causes. No, this sister was murdered. On March the 24th, 2021, this young, beautiful sister, 19 years old, life was taken. Next. Then we have Sister, this look like, I'm going to call her Sister Anderson because I don't want to mess her first name up. She's 34 years old. Beautiful, beautiful smile. Just beautiful. From Davenport, Iowa. She was murdered on March the 27th, 2021. This is Black Femicide, family. Please share this. Black women should not be dying like this. Yesterday, I watched Tina Turner's documentary, and she could have easily have been Black Femicide. Easily, but instead, she was just abused and beaten. And we don't always protect Black women and Black girls in the Black community. Somehow we be making this young sister responsible for her own murder. Next. Sister, this is like Tamia Green, 21 years old, from Savannah, Georgia. Look at the smile on this sister, y'all. She was murdered on March 22nd. Beautiful afro, beautiful smile, blessed memory, dear sister. Next. This Sister Walker, 25 years old, another sister here on fleek. She's 25 years old, Jackson, Michigan, this looks like. She died, she was murdered on March the 20th, 2021. Now, we have 65 Black girls and women that we're counting so far from March, but Sister Rosa, who is over Black Femicide USA, will give me a final number. And to date, from January to where we are, like a week ago or so, we had 284 Black women and girls murdered in the U.S. by the hands of Black men. This is a real problem. Next. Sister Sarita Harper, 40 years old, from Chicago, Illinois. Absolutely beautiful. Dig with that beautiful smile. She was murdered on March the 23rd, 2021. Blessed memory, dear sister. Next. Sister Garrett, 24 years old, from Crystal Springs, Mississippi, and she was murdered on March the 22nd. Blessed memory, sister. Next. This is Black Femicide, sister, sisters and brothers, and this is a child, 8 years old, Trinice Bryant. Absolutely beautiful smile, got her filter going on. She should not be dead, family. She should have not been murdered. This is like she's in Louisiana on March the 22nd. This their beautiful child, beautiful spirit child was murdered. Y'all, we should be outraged. If you want to march for something, if you want to picket for something, if you want to be enraged about something, be enraged about these murders because this don't make no damn sense at all. Next, dear Sister Fortune, beautiful. Look at her braids, absolutely beautiful. I mean, she's just gorgeous, beautifully melanated. 33-year-old sister from Jackson, Mississippi, was murdered on March the 17th, 2021. Y'all, this shit has got to stop. Next, another beautiful sister, Dominique Nelson, 15-year-old. This is a teenager, 15 years old, murdered from Kansas City, Missouri, murdered on March the 20th. Blessed memory, dear sister. Next, dear sister, this looks like Darnisha Johnson, 26 years old, from Cleveland, Ohio, murdered March the 20th. Y'all, if we kill off our potential, how will we live? How will we exist? This don't make no sense. In March alone, we're looking at 65, but I know this is not the final number. That's what we counted today. Blessed memory, dear sister. Next, dear sister Dreyer. This is a child, y'all. She's 11 years old from Chicago, Illinois, was murdered on March the 22nd. Family, if we kill off the black womb man, this is the womb man. The womb man produces the man. So if we kill them all off, how will we ever live? Next, blessed memory, sister. Dear sister Yolanda, this is like Royston, 47 years old, from Richmond, Texas. She was murdered on March 11th. Look how beautiful. Look at her smile. Look at her hat. Look at it. Look at 47 years old. She's absolutely beautiful. Blessed memory, dear sister. Next, dear sister Turner, 28 years old, from New Haven, Connecticut. She was murdered on March the 16th. Absolutely beautiful. Her lashes look absolutely gorgeous. And whatever it is, it did not deserve for her life to be taken. Blessed memory, sister. Next, Sister Velasquez, 12 years old. She's a child. Look at her smile. Look at her smile. She's a child, y'all. She's 12 years old. What potential that we will never know because someone thought it was their right to take her life. From Collegeville, Pennsylvania, on March the 19th, she was murdered. Blessed memory, dear spirit. One. Next. Their sister, it's like a Keely Smith, doesn't have her age, and she is from West Helena, Arkansas. She was murdered on March the 4th, 2021. Blessed memory, sister. Next. Y'all, this is a baby, 1 year old. This is like a Makara, beautiful, beautiful baby, 1 year old. Look at those eyes. This is a baby, family. She won't even be able to live her life. We'll never see her in her first day of school. We will never see her running around and discovering, life, discovering her purpose, discovering. She won't even be able to contribute anything to us. Her life was taken, was murdered on March the 20th. I know this is a hard topic, but we need to be sharing all of these. It's okay to talk about Black girl magic and us being the first and things, but if you murder us and don't honor us, that's a shame. It's almost like you're helping to commit the act. Blessed memory. Next. It's like Ramel Richardson. Beautiful smile again. Beautiful smile. 31 years old, from Hester, Louisiana. She was murdered March 17th. Blessed memory, dear sister. Next. This is Sister Michelle, 35 years old. This looks like Egan, Illinois. She was murdered on March the 18th. Blessed memory, dear sister. Next. Sister Erica, look absolutely just beautiful, 31 years old, from Petersburg, Virginia. She was murdered on March the 19th. Blessed memory, dear sister. Next. Wow, this is somebody's mom, y'all. This is somebody's mother with a beautiful afro. This is Queen Mother Mac, 51 years old, from Saginaw, Michigan. She was murdered on March the 19th, 2021. Blessed memory, Queen Mother. Next. This is Black Femicide, y'all. This is Black Femicide. This looks like Tierra Lynn, 30 years old, Little Rock, Arkansas, was murdered on March the 17th. Their sister was murdered. Um, Absolutely beautiful smile. She will definitely be missed. Next, this looks Sister Ashley, 28 years old, from Columbia, South Carolina. Beautiful smile, beautiful streaks in her hair. She was murdered on March the 13th. Blessed memory, dear sister. Next, Sister Brandy Nelson, 20 years old, from Detroit, Michigan. She was murdered on March 2nd. This is the face of Black femicide. I don't know why we will not bring attention to this issue. I don't know why the Black community is on silent when we're talking about the murder of Black girls and women. I don't know why Black activists just do not want to put this on his radar. I don't know why we are so obsessed with white life and white people killing Black people, but have nothing to say when Black people kill each other. This is why people have to leave and go to Europe and take their chances amongst other people, because amongst your own, you are not protected. Blessed memory, dear Brandy. Next, this is Sister Walker. This is a little baby, 6 years old, 6 years old, with an absolute beautiful self. This looks like Lorene Walker, 6 years old, from Pasadena, Texas, was murdered March the 19th, 2021. And peace to you, little sister. Blessed memory. Next. This is a Queen Mother, 78 years old, Miss Clifton Jean Page, 78 years old, from Henderson, Nevada. I think this woman was murdered by her husband. I believe I remember this case. This is shameful. 78 years old. Don't make no goddamn sense. Blessed memory. Next. Kayla, Sister Kayla, 20 years old, from this look like Texarkana, Arkansas, Texarkana, Arkansas. She was murdered on March 17th. Blessed memory, dear Sister Kayla. Next, Sister Aaliyah Eubanks, 19 years old, from Bridgeton, New Jersey. She was murdered on March the 16th, 2021. Blessed memory, sister. Such a beautiful smile. She lights up the screen in this picture. Blessed memory. Next, Sister Chanel Neal, 28 years old, from South Bend, Indiana. She was murdered on March the 16th, 2021. Blessed memory. Next, Marie Hill, 37 years old, from Greensville, South Carolina, murdered March the 14th, 2021. And this is such a beautiful picture of this beautiful spirited woman, Marie. She's smiling like she's having a great time. Now she is but a memory. These are people's mothers, their sisters, their aunts, their cousins. No one has the right to take a life. This shit must stop, family. Next. Sister Bugs, 18 years old, absolutely beautiful, such a beautiful full face, from Ruston, Louisiana. She was murdered on March the 12th. Blessed memory, dear sister. Next. Sister, oh man, I have Valencia Burden, I think this is, 54 years old, another Queen Mother, from Detroit, Michigan. She was murdered on March the 15th, 2021. Family, something has to give. Blessed memory, Queen. Next. This is a Queen Mother, 61 years old, Christine Ruffin. Queen Mother Christine Ruffin was murdered in Palm City, Florida on March the 16th. Blessed memory, Queen Mother. Next, this is Sister Suli, 24 years old. Beautiful sister. She's so young. From my hometown of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She was murdered on March the 12th. Blessed memory. Najabet. Just trying to say her name. It's a beautiful name, and she's absolutely beautiful. Blessed memory, dear sister. Next, Eva, Eve Moore. Eve Moore, 7 years old, family. This is a child, 7 years old. You can see all of her spark, her attitude, her tenacity, her wit in this picture. She was murdered in Indianapolis, Indiana on March the 13th, 2021. Blessed memory, young spirit. Next, Tamika Brown, 44 years old. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Skin tone, beautiful. She was murdered in Indianapolis, Indiana on March the 13th, 2021. Blessed memory, dear Sister Tamika. Next, Sister Dotson. This looked like Rainisha Dotson, 30 years old from Chicago, Illinois. She was murdered on March 14th. Blessed memory, dear sister. We see you. Blessed memory. Next, another child, Jalea, Jalea, huge, huge. 20, she's 10 years old, family. Look at this picture. Look at her braids in her hair. How beautiful she looks. Little young spirit, life gone. Murdered in Little Rock, Arkansas on March the 13th. Blessed memory to the spirit, to this young spirit. We honor you and we definitely see you. You will not be forgotten. Next, Amanda Sampson, beautiful sister, 47 years old, from Brookshore, Texas, murdered on March the 12th, mouthful of gold. I love it, sis. Absolutely beautiful. We remember and we honor you. Blessed memory, sis. Next, Sister Trinice Brown, 26 years old. This is like from Kenosha, Wisconsin. She was murdered on March the 8th, 2021. Blessed memory, sister. Next, Sister Denise. This looked like McCord, 47 years old, from Blue Springs. This Blue Springs died on March 11th. Blessed memory, sister. I'm loving the cut. Her face is absolutely just beautiful. Blessed memory, sister. We remember you and we honor you. Next, Queen Mother, 63 years old, got her gray braids and looking just as beautiful. Queen Mother Deborah Derrick from Newark, New Jersey, murdered March the 11th, 2021. Blessed memory, Queen Mother. Next. Ah, we have these two sisters here, Alicia and Morgan. One could have been, this could be mother-daughter. Alicia's 52 and Morgan is 23. They were murdered in Norfolk, Virginia on March the 11th. Blessed memory. Next, Tiffany, 37 years old, from Hencourt County, Virginia. Blessed memory. This sister was murdered on March the 11th, 2021. Next, this is Sister Brittany Hutt, 23 years old. She was murdered in Lumberton, North Carolina on March the 8th, 2021. And family, if you just joined us, this is Black Femicide. This is the murdering of Black women and girls. This must stop. This must stop, family. She's an absolutely beautiful sister. Blessed memory, Brittany. Next, this is Sister Shelby Rhymes, 28 years old, absolutely beautiful smile, from Georgia. She was murdered on March the 8th, 2021. Blessed memory, dear sister. She even has dimples. Absolutely beautiful. Next, And this is sister. This look like Nebria, 25 years old from Chicago, Illinois. Poindexter, from Chicago, Illinois, murdered March the 9th, 2021. Blessed memory, and I've seen them nail, sis. Peace and blessings. Next, Lauren Charles, 40 years old, loving her hair, loving the braids and the afro to the backs. In Kensington, Maryland. She was murdered on March the 7th, 2021. Blessed memory, dear sister Lauren. Next, Christina Clay, 32 years old, from North Little Rock, Arkansas. She was murdered on March the 7th, 2021. Blessed memory, dear sister. Next, young, dear sister, like just starting to life out. So like Malika Taylor, 19 years old, from North Union, New Jersey, March 7th. Absolutely beautiful, look like a high school picture. She's absolutely beautiful. Blessed memory, dear sister. Next, Glenda, 47 years old, murdered in Chicago, Illinois on March the 1st, 2021. Blessed memory, sister. Next, Rosanna, 34 years old, St. Louis, Missouri, was murdered on March the 4th. Very sad by this. She's absolutely beautiful. Blessed memory, sis. Next, Kendon Johnson, 13 years old, St. Louis, Missouri, was murdered on March the 4th, 2021. Next, is that the last one? Is that the last one, Isis? Okay, Kaylee Brooks, another baby, 6 years old. Kaylee Brooks, 6 years old, St. Louis, Missouri, was murdered on March the 4th. Blessed memory, y'all. This is a child. I don't know about y'all. When I see children that are murdered, it just really messes me all up. I just have to sometimes take a breather. Have to take a breather because it's just too much. Blessed memory, dear young spirit. Next, dear Sister Jackson, 31 years old, absolutely beautiful, from Columbus, Georgia, murdered March 5th, 2021. Next, Kishi Sanders, 23 years old. This is an absolutely beautiful picture of this young sister. Cincinnati, Ohio, murdered March the 3rd, 2021. For the month of March so far, and we're still counting, 65 Black women and girls have been murdered, and babies. And today, for January to March, the number is 284 Black women and girls, and that number is rising. And last week alone, 21 Black women were murdered across the United States. Next, Jasmine, 30 years old, Columbus, Ohio, was murdered on March 2nd, 2021. This has got to stop. Next, Kiara Williams, 28 years old, Columbus, Georgia, excuse me, March the 2nd. She was murdered. Beautiful locks, beautiful smile. Next, Ashanti Robinson, 21 years old, Indianapolis, Indiana, murdered March 1st. Blessed memory, dear one. Absolutely beautiful. Next, Patrice Johnson, no age is known, Indianapolis, Indiana. This sister was murdered on March 1st. Beautiful smile. Next, Dr. Carl, Dr. Carol Brown, 47 years old, in Aldina, California. She was murdered on March the 22nd, 2021. Next, Keisha Kennington, 18 years old, Bloomington, Indiana, was murdered on March the 25th. Blessed memory, dear sister. She's just starting out her life. Next, Sister Smith, 28 years old, Baltimore, Maryland. She was murdered on March the 19th. Look how absolutely beautiful she is. Her makeup, she just looks absolutely beautiful, but she did not deserve to die. Next, Sister Harris. This look like DeShayla, 29 years old, Virginia Beach, Virginia, March the 26th, with her red locks. She looks absolutely beautiful. Murdered March 26, 2021. Blessed memory. Next. Is that our last one? Thank you. If you could, Isis, just slowly hit the button and go backwards. So you just got go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and just go backwards. Because I want people to look at these Black women and girls who were murdered in the month of March. Family, this makes no sense at all. I don't know how we, in good conscience, can sit here and talk about Asian hate and really, really give all our attention to something that's happening there when we have Black women dropping like flies in this country, being murdered, and not just women, Black girls, Black female babies. This must stop, family. And I don't know how in good conscience anybody will ever take Black folks serious when we are killing each other up. This ain't got shit to do with white supremacy. This ain't got shit to do with systematic racism. It has something to do with the lack of respect and love and respect for Black women, for the woman. There's something about trying to kill the womb, and it feels like there is a lack of value on the Black woman's life, that you would just kill her soul and then ignore her dead carcass, her dead body, her dead life. These are mothers, these are daughters, these are nieces, these are friends, these are confidants, these are people who hold up heaven on earth. These are people who make our worlds go round, who contribute and needed to contribute and was fighting to get here on the planet only to be snuffed out by people who look like them, who were Black men, who they birthed out of their own bodies. This shit has got to stop. April, it will be Black Femicide Awareness Month, and I'm going to be going hard on it. And if you want to march for something in the street, if you want to have a protest about something in the street, this is what you need to have a protest about. It's not as exciting as blaming white people for shit, because we don't want to take responsibility for our own shit. All of these deaths are on us, Black people. The fact that we don't recognize them, don't share them, don't talk about them, mean that there is something terribly wrong with us. And I pray that the spirit of these women and these girls and these babies will rise up out the grave and make us rise up out ourselves and out of stupidity, and to recognize that we have the power to stop the murdering of Black women and girls and babies in the United States. We have that power, because without the Black woman, there could be no Black people, period. Black Femicide, family. This is the face of Black Femicide, and we must stop it. We must stop it, and we must value Black life, and we must especially value the Black woman. She has to be valued, a 1-year-old. God, that just makes my stomach hurt. They haven't even lived their whole lives yet, and now it has ended. Family, this is the face of Black Femicide. How beautiful their smiles are. We could do better. We must do better. Because without them, there is no us. Without the woman, there is no people, period. You cannot exist. You cannot. Family, we must honor their lives. We cannot go on this way. Please stop Black femicide. Stop killing us. Please stop killing us. And with that, family, be on the lookout Protect our Black women and girls and babies. Blessings.